Hey everyone, welcome back to Wix Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. For today's video, it's going to be the second episode of a new series called Wix Principles. And for today, we're going to be focusing on the proper header height. Now, as you can see here is our header right here. Here is the first section on one of our pages. And I have seen a lot of websites built on Wix that look like this. And honestly, this header takes up way too much real estate for the user. And I've also seen some headers where the header actually follows you down the page. So if I go ahead and press preview and I start scrolling down the page, you're going to see that the header is following us down the page. So if a header is this big and is taking up this much space and it follows you down the page, then that is a definite sign that it is way too big. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking it down and hopefully making it a lot smaller to where it's about 100 pixels, 120 pixels max. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I want to do for now is we're just going to grab all of these elements real quick. We're going to group them together and we're just going to drag them outside of the header section. That way we have some room to work with. Now, what I want to do first is I'm going to press add elements and I'm just going to add a strip to our header. And what I want to do with this header is I want to make this 100 pixels. That way, this is giving us plenty of room to work with here. So the next thing I want to do is just go ahead and set the background color to whatever you want. Now, originally the background for the header was white, so we'll stick to it and we'll make this white. And then what I want to do is come over to layout and we're going to add a column. Now over here in this left-hand column is where I want the logo. So I'm just going to go ahead and ungroup these elements here. I'm going to grab this vector art. We're going to shrink it down. Now, you don't need to have your logo super big. If you look at all of the major websites on the internet, you'll notice that none of them have their logo super huge on their website. It's always something that's readable, but doesn't draw the main focus and demand your only focus. So doing something small like this is perfectly acceptable. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and in this right column over here, we're going to attach this menu. Just like this. Now, what you're going to notice is, as of right now, what we're going to see is that this menu is taking up way too much space, and there is a couple different options we have. So we can make this column bigger by clicking on the strip, going into layout, and maybe we do something like 6630, and that's going to basically squish this one down and give us more room in this right column to make sure that our menu fits inside. Another option we have is just going to the manage menu, and we can hide the home because most websites and almost all professional websites nowadays, the logo will link to the home page. So if I just go ahead and link this to the home page, now we don't need the home inside of the menu. And also this new page right here, maybe this is a page you're working on and it's not ready yet, or maybe this is a page that needs to be in the menu, in which case you should rename, but let's say it's not a necessary page to have in the menu, then we can hide it. So in the header, the only pages that should be shown here are the most important pages. If you have other pages that are less important, they don't need to be in the header. They can be linked with buttons on the rest of the website, or they can just be linked in the footer where additional links typically are. So we want the header to be as minimal as possible. We don't want to draw our users' attentions to a million different directions. We want to lead them on a very specific journey that is very easy to understand and very direct. So we don't want them getting confused with all these additional pages that might not be important to them. So we want to keep that very short. Another thing that we can do is, let's say we want to have a button here for the contact page rather than just a menu item. So we can come over to the menu, we can hide contact from this menu. We'll shrink this down quite a bit, something like this. And then we can just come over to add a button, bring this button over here. And this button can say, get in touch. And then we can link this to the contact page, just like that. So now if we take a look at it, we already have a very nice looking header just from a couple minutes of work. And if we wanted to, we could also go ahead and select this right column, and maybe we can align this one to the right. So that way it's kind of giving us the feel that our website's a lot wider and it's going to be completely responsive. And if we want to, we can come over to this left column and also align this one to the left, and maybe just bump this logo over a little bit. And now we already have a nice wide website that looks really clean. So if we left the header like this, then we could just shrink this header up, and that looks really clean just like that as a header. I think if I were to use this as a header, it would look really professional, really clean, very minimal, and it would be straight to the point. Now, in some cases, I know a lot of people want to have their social links and maybe their contact information right in the header. And for most cases, I would say that that's not really recommended. However, if that is very necessary for your business, what you could do is we can add another strip. We'll just add one like this. For this one, let's go ahead and make it our brand color, which let's just say blue is our brand color right here. So we'll go ahead and change the color, the background color to this blue. And we'll go ahead and set the height of this to be like, maybe, let's just do 40 for now, and we can shrink it up later if we think it's necessary. So then we can come over to layout. We'll follow the same exact steps. We'll just add 2 columns, and then maybe over here in the left one, we can insert our email and phone number, and we can just go ahead and convert or change the font color to white. And then maybe over here in the right, we can then go ahead and add maybe a different social bar. Something like this, I think, looks a lot cleaner than this. I feel like the circle icons kind of look a bit dated. So we'll just go ahead and delete that one. And if you wanted to change these out for white, I think that would look a lot better. But for the sake of the video length, we'll just keep these as gray, even though it's not going to look that good on the blue background. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then if we wanted to, we could just put this at the top, move this one right underneath it, and then we can shrink up the header just like that. So as you can see from this just alone, it looks a lot better. Now, personally, I don't like how these don't really align that well. So what I would personally do is with this left column selected, I would align this one to the left, and I would kind of line this up with the logo. And over here on the right column, I would align this one to the right, and I would align the social bar with the button. So now we have something that looks like this, and I think it looks a lot better. In fact, I think it would look even better if we just moved the email and the phone number over here on the right column. So now if we go ahead and preview, here's what we'll see. And I think that looks a lot better. I think this looks like a really good header, and it consists of all of the content that we had on the giant header, just consisted in like 100 and maybe 30 pixels of space here. But that basically is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy and learn something, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix and EditorX content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I'll see you on the next one.